I am not a marriage counselor, I am not a sex therapist, but this is the time for us to look at the different type of sex all married couples should consider having. Yes, different types of sex all married couples should consider having for a healthy relationship. Everyone, and welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. My name is Miss Mary, popularly known as a nurse with a difference, and I make learning easy and accessible for all my viewers. Today, I'm going to be talking about the different types of sex couples should have. Let me tell you something. The importance of sex in marriages, in relationship, cannot be overemphasized. Sex helps to create a bond. It helps to build intimacy between couples. For those that have not watched our video on the importance or the benefit of sex in marriages, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box below so you have access to this video, or you can go on our playlist and search our videos on sex so you can get informed and get enlightened about the benefits of sex. But today, let's go straight into the point, which is the types of sex couples should have. The first one I have to share with you is planned sex, scheduled sex. I know it may sound somehow, you're like, oh, how can we be planning sex? Planning sex can make it less fun, can make it boring, can be seen as an obligation. In a society where we are today, where the men, the women are all busy. This one is working morning, this one is working, especially outside the country, in the United States, where they have kids. I've seen couples having kids. I've seen couples walking up to me and we've had a discussion about it. Like, this one is doing morning, this one is doing night. They hardly have time for each other. It is very important that you have a sex planned out, because if you don't have this sex planned out, you are going to go a month without seeing each other, without having sex. So you're going to plan it on a particular day at a particular moment. No matter what is happening, no matter how the shift is, no matter how the amount is going, you are going to get from that shift on that day. Nobody is working that day. That day is for sex. It could be the night, it should be planned, because if there is a reduced sex in a marriage or in a relationship, definitely there might be reduced intimacy and bonding. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So it is important we get sex planned and get sex done. If we can plan vacations, if we can plan our work schedule, that we will be working Mondays to Saturdays, our rosters are planned, definitely our sex rosters should also be planned as couples. So think about planning of sex. It is also very, very important, especially for busy couples. Then the second one I have to share with you is spontaneous sex. I know you want to say, oh, you just finished talking about planned sex. How you come here talking about spontaneous sex? Spontaneous sex can happen anytime, any day, any minute, any second. Just get prepared. I think as couple, you should open your mind. Like, it could be spontaneous. You just finished getting dressed for work and your spouse says, you're like, oh my God, you're looking so beautiful. Before you know, you can give a quickie, you can give like 5 minutes, 2 minutes or something. It's spontaneous. It happens anytime. So I feel as a woman, if you have, or as a man too, if you have the strength and the spirits both cling, you can have spontaneous sex as often as possible. There is nothing bad in it. Again, then the third one I have to share with you is stress relief sex. Yes, some individuals, basically, the sex is one of the method of relieving stress. Some people, when they are tired, having sex makes them feel much better. Having sex kind of release some good hormones into the bloodstream and makes them more productive. So stress relief sex, when both parties are stressed out, having sex can go a long way to help. So I was working on this video. I saw a couple's write-up where they said that there was a particular day, they came into their compound, their garage. They saw 2 people in their garage that were doing some burglary, taking their things, stealing from them. And as God could have it, they were able to dispatch them. The police arrived. So the woman was basically stressed, and the only thing on her mind was not to lie down, was not to sleep, was to have a good sex before sleeping. You can see, so the man had to come through, they had sex, and that went a long way to relieve her of the stress. So if you are following, or you are understanding, or you have experienced what I am saying, you can drop in the comments section. Then the fourth one I have to share with you is selfless sex. What do I mean when I say selfless sex? It's not every time you are in the mood as a woman. It's not every time you are in the mood as a man. But when the other party wants it and you don't want it, because you know the other party wants it, it is important when you have the strength, you give in. Yes, I'm not saying you don't have the right to say no. You have every right to say no, I don't want it. You have every right to say yes. But that is why it is called selfless sex. Even when the opposite partner is not in the mood, you try to place yourself in the mood. For example, I'll use women as an example. For example, your partner, man, is in the mood, but you as a woman, you are not in the mood. Your body is not dancing to the tune. But because it is a selfless sex, as the name implies, you can use some lubricant to like ginger you up to get there wet so that he can enjoy the flow. Deep down, you know that you are not the one enjoying this journey. He is the one. Same applies to the man. So if the woman is in the mood and the man is not in the mood, they just try to do something. That's why it's selfless. I can't explain in details, but I just wish you understand. It is selfless. You forcefully try to bring yourself in the mood. I am not saying you don't have the right to say no, but that's why it is selfless. You can say the name selfless. I'm not saying you should be doing selfless sex every time. You understand? Then the last one, which is adventurous sex. Yeah, adventurous sex is a sex whereby both couples start trying new positions, new styles, new things. They just want to try to see how have a feeling of something new. You get, let's just deviate from the old style. Why don't we try this new style? Why don't we try something? That's why it is adventurous. As far as your privacy is secured, you are there. I think adventurous sex is very important for couples. Trying new styles, new position, new things, new solutions to problem. It's very important. See, it takes a lot of courage to come and say things like this. I will not lie. I have like let me just explain. I have made the video, I have looked for words, I'll cut. I'm like, no, I'll cut. I said, no, let me just explain it as much as I can. And don't be shy about it. Well, anyway, this is what I have to share with you in regards to that. So these are the various types of sex that I feel couples out there should have that can help build relationship, especially the selfless sex. It is very important. Yeah, it's very important. It is very important. Don't underestimate the power of selfless sex. In all, sex is very important in marriages. You have to watch our videos on the benefits of sex to men, benefits of sex to women, benefits of sex in marriage. That is going to go a long way to help you out. All right, we have a lot of video that is talking about sex. It's going to help you. So thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with a friend if you got value. For all my returning subscribers, this is Nurse Miss Mary saying thank you. Bye, and see you in our next video.